Hi, today I'm going to talk about a trauma and how our body stores trauma. Okay, so I'm going to start with the definition of trauma. Trauma is defined as something happened or an event happened unexpectedly. It has to be something that you didn't expect. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. So, for example, when a kid drop a glass of water and his mom or their mom start yelling at them. Okay, so her reaction was unexpected and that traumatized that child. Okay. Another example could be that when you were eating at the dinner table and your parents, for example, start fighting or whatever. So while you are eating that broccoli, for example, they started fighting and you didn't expect this event to happen, and that caused to be traumatized. Okay. So if we're going to take this example, that kid eating the broccoli, okay, so at that particular moment, if we're going to freeze that particular scene, okay, what happened is that our body stores the memories, our body stores everything that happens during our life. So when that trauma happened, our body stored everything, like the food that we were eating, the sounds, the intensity, the energy or the vibes, the smells, and so on. Okay, and even the visions, like what that person saw at that particular moment. Okay, and this explains the food allergy. So food allergy, it's more about that a trauma happened while you were eating that food. So back to that example, to when the kid was eating the broccoli. So that situation caused a trauma to that particular kid. All right. So now this kid, whenever eats a broccoli, their body their body remembers that particular situation, and then they reacted that the broccoli is something danger because they were in a dangerous zone or in a dangerous situation when they first had that broccoli. Okay, so the idea is that our body stores the memories, whatever we feel, whatever we see, whatever we feel, we smell, everything, and that cause and that stores in our body, which cause our body to react differently in certain situations. So sometimes you feel like, why am I allergic to peanut butter, for example, or why am I allergic to the broccoli or to the or what why during summertime I get this skin rashes. These symptoms are all linked to a certain situation that happened unexpectedly. So the solution is to go back to that situation. When did it start first? When did that rash started first? When did your body started reacted to the peanut butter or broccoli or whatever? Okay, and then release or process that trauma, and then I guarantee you that the allergy will go. Why? Because you processed all the emotions that stored in your body. All right. So the takeaway from this video is to make sure or to pay attention to whatever your body is reacting to, and ask yourself, when did that start and what happened at that particular moment when your body started reacted that way, and trace it down to the root cause. When did it first start? And process those emotions. There are so many ways to process your emotions. It could be like using the breath work, it could be by meditating, it could be by shaking, it could be by using the subconscious reprogramming. So there are so many tools that you can use to release or to process the trauma that's stored in your body. So I hope this video helped you a lot, or helped you a lot to realize that our body is a very intelligent, and it's very intelligent, and we know that we have the power to process our trauma, and we no longer need to trap ourselves in the past as long as we have the power to process all these emotions. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you later.